As it turns out, kelp is not very hilarious. It is, however, a very, very interesting thing to learn about. We're in a very perfect setting for me to talk about what I'm going to talk about, because we are in a forest by the ocean, and kelp is the forest of the ocean. As we drive through the trees here, you can see the different layers, all the different things within them, and this is what kelp does for the ocean. Kelp is a deep-growing plant. It can grow up to 130 feet high, which is higher than any tree, because if you think about it, it doesn't have to support its own weight. It just flows in the water. Kelp is very, very important, as I said, to ecosystems. It supports a lot of plant life. Otters, for example, use it to rest on. Small crabs live on its fronds. There are many, many different varieties of kelp, but before I get into the meat of my subject, I would like to take this special opportunity to show you a presentation that I have put together in secret that I think you will all enjoy. Now, you all see me as a laughable person, a jokester, a punkster even to some. But the topic of kelp has seriously inspired me. So, what I've done is, well, I've put together what I like to call an interpretive poem about kelp. So thanks to Pim.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I would like to take this time to read to you my kelp poetry.
Oh, man.
Kelp by Amy Fellows. Today, my topic is kelp. Believe me, I really need help. Let me tell you what kelp is good for. It roots itself on the ocean floor. When I think of kelp, it makes me weep. That is because it grows so deep. It grows almost as fast as bamboo. Yesterday I bought a new shoe. I love kelp, and let me tell you why. It's mostly because I'm doing this assignment for ITM. Kelp is in most of the things you need, so long as you reserve all of your greed. Salad dressings, makeup, and shampoo, it's in the things that matter to you. The kelp forest is its own special world. Orion's hair is specially curled. This great plant supports so much life, until harvesters cut it off with a knife. Kelp generally appears in 3 different species. There's red and green and brown, like feces. Giant kelp is one of the fastest growing plants on Earth. Just think about that massive girth. Kelp was first used to help make gunpowder for the war. You don't generally find it in your everyday store. In conclusion, kelp is so neat. The nutritional value simply cannot be beat. They call kelp the spinach of the sea, and this really makes perfect sense to me. The habitat kelp provides sustains so much life. The organisms there do not have strife. Life within kelp is seemingly grand, much like my Canadian land. It is open to anyone and anything. It is perpetually filled with the life of spring. Friends, let me tell you why kelp is a gem. Once cut, new parts will not stem. But fear not, for I know the answer to this. The harvest of kelp is many times a myth. It grows back faster than you'd realize. Last night was a good chance for us all to socialize. So in terms of kelp, my message is clear. It is even responsible for the foam on beer. So if you take one message away from my poem, please remember, kelp is everyone's home. Although that poem was a literary masterpiece, you could pretty much call it, and I will be selling copies. Kelp is a really important thing. I really didn't think it was good for anything except smelling up beaches and licking on the sides of buses. But kelp really is used in a lot of everyday products. It was first harvested because of the nutritional value of it. People dry it, sprinkle it on their food like a herb, sorry. I personally never tried it, although in licking it, it did taste pretty salty. Kelp, as I said, is used to make the foam on beer. Kelp is used in salad dressings. It's used as an emulsifier. Kelp is used to smooth things out like yogurt, shampoos, lotion. It's in almost every single thing you use, surprisingly enough. Another added benefit of kelp is that it helps, it roots onto coral in the ocean, as I said earlier, and this helps plants to live in it, much like the ocean forest. There's layers, as in the forest, there's different layers of the kelp. We have the canopy on top, and this is the part that's harvested off. The way they harvest it is that they drive what's called an airboat, and it goes on top, and there's a swather that just cuts off the top 4 feet. Now, interestingly enough, though, kelp does not actually grow from the bottom to the top, like almost all other plants. It grows from the top up. Anyways, that's a little bit about kelp. It's a very interesting topic. If you get a chance to look into the wonderful world of kelp, please do so.